Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? Man, we are back at it with another one, man. Been missing in action, y'all. I had to get a procedure done, believe it or not, man. I had to get a procedure done this week. Everything's looked good. So man, everything looks good. So man, we here. You know what I'm saying? Your boy been down and out. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I know I hit the wrong button sometimes. There we go. But your boy been down and out. But nevertheless, man, we show must go on for the people which are the dialoguers. You feel me? Man. So, man, let's get to it. Man, we got Sebastian Fundora, and we got the one and only Keith one-time Thurman, y'all. So Sebastian Fundora and Keith one-time Thurman going heads up this weekend. And man, we got to talk about it. Sebastian Fundora, the tall inferno, the guy that's super tall, that be smashing ish everywhere, is going up against one-time Showtime Keith Thurman. Can Keith Thurman keep up? Can Keith Thurman do this? Can Keith Thurman live to the hype? Can Keith Thurman live to the hype of beating the tall inferno, which is Sebastian Fundora? I don't know. Sebastian Fundora is saying Keith Thurman is just another name. And he gonna make ish happen regardless if Keith Thurman brings the best version of himself or not. One thing Keith Thurman said he's been practicing on is putting his punching bag up, so when he's going up against Sebastian Fundora, he can just punch upward. Maybe he catch him breathing too hard. Maybe he catch him doing something and get him, and I don't know, man. Let's just talk about it, man. Right here on Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Keith one-time Thurman, y'all, going up against the one and only Sebastian Fundora. I'm not even gonna lie, man. One time is a good. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix this light. One time is a good opponent, but man, we just gotta see, man. DT in the building. What up, brother? Why did it show like that? That was so weird. Okay, why did it show like that across the screen? DT in the building with the laughing emojis. What you laughing at, DT? But it's true though, man. We got to see if that boy Keith Thurman can pull it off, man. I wonder why did it show like that? Is it on Classic? I mean, what we normally have it on Block. So let's go look at the comment again and see if that was weird. There we go. That's all across your boy face. But yeah, though, man, Keith Thurman, one-time Thurman says he's going to chop this tall tree down. And we here to talk about it, man. This going to be a really, really tough task for Keith Thurman, man. I'm not even going to lie. This is going to be a tough task for Keith Thurman. I know Keith Thurman. Mel Evans in the building. That boy Mel Evans says, shaking my head, this match dry as F. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I kind of agree. I ain't gonna say the match is dry. I'm not gonna say the match is dry. But what I will say is that I wouldn't say the match is dry within itself. I'll say the card is dry, like the boxing card is dry, like that. That I will say, because I actually said that to myself, like, man, they ain't really got nobody on this card. They ain't really got nobody, like, you know, like no other names. They only selling us this. And then this last press conference that they had, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It wasn't that good. This last press conference that they had, the last one, the final press conference was really ASS. I'm being honest with you. It was really ASS. I'm just saying. My boy says putting the punching bag up higher is funny. Hey, he got to practice somehow, DT. DT, he got to practice somehow, man. I ain't even gonna lie. He got to practice somehow, man. My boy Mel Evans says, no, this era of boxing selling BS fights. They probably are, man. They probably are, but we got what we got, man, and we just got to work with what we got. And it's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? You got two big name people, like, believe it or not, Keith Thurman is still a big name in a sport. You know what I'm saying? He's a big name in the sport. And when it comes down to Sebastian Fundora goes on to say that, yeah, it's a big fight, but Keith Thurman is just another name that's of another list of champions that I've already fought. Hey, hence that Brian Mendoza is on the undercard. Keith Thurman said, hey, Brian Mendoza just gave me the cheat code, up, down, left, up, down. And what did Keith Thurman and Sebastian Fundora just laughed them off? I think Sebastian Fundora is coming off like he got this in a bag. Like, are y'all getting this sense that Sebastian Fundora is coming off like he got this in the bag? Like, to me, Sebastian Fundora is coming off as if he got this in the bag, and he's not worried about Keith Thurman. He's not worried about Keith Thurman at all, y'all. So, tonight's show, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, tonight's show is gonna be sort of kind of fast, right? So if y'all missed the opening statement, so those of y'all that might have missed my opening statement, man, I had a procedure done yesterday. And so that's why I was kind of like taking it slow this week. I haven't been on, right? I had a procedure done yesterday, man. I was having like a little bit of chest pains and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And luckily they didn't find nothing, so everything is good. But I'm still a little sore, you know what I'm saying? They took like some little biopsies of the inside, so you know what I'm saying? So luckily, you know, they didn't find nothing, so I just gotta like heal up, you know what I mean? So let me turn this off. But if you are a member, though, if you want to call in, the lines is open and you can voice your opinion and talk about the show and everything, what you want to say. But I'll try to come on again tomorrow, and then we'll have like a better show, maybe, I want to say. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'll be feeling a little better. I'm still a little sore. I ain't even gonna lie, but they're like, why are you getting on YouTube today? You should let your body rest. Man, we got to talk to my people. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
We got Keith Thurman about to fight one time and Sebastian Fundora, man. See what I'm saying? Look at that, bro. I look, y'all about to hurt. Y'all about to RIP to that boy LD. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, but I really do think Sebastian Fundora might be overlooking Keith Thurman. Like, I got Sebastian Fundora winning. DT, I might have to send you something to the bookie. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just saying. I got Sebastian Fundora winning, but I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be because this is my whole thing, right? This is how the fight go down, right? And I'll go into more details about it tomorrow. But this is how the fight go down. Keith Thurman is going to go in that ring and he's going to utilize that ring. He's going to run around that whole ring. He's going to pull a William Skull. He's going to pull a William Skull, y'all. But the difference is that he's going to run around that ring so much that towards the later rounds, it's going to tire him out. And that's when Keith Thurman going to be forced to sit still. And that's when Sebastian Fundora is just going to pick him alive. That's when he's going to pick him alive. You know what I mean? So I think Keith Thurman's whole game plan is running around the ring, running around the ring, running around the ring, running around the ring is what I feel like. That's his that is one of his game plans. I feel like him just running around the ring, but in actuality, running around the ring might not be the best suggestion for one time, man, because I truly feel like the longer Keith Thurman runs around that ring is the more he's going to get tired. And then as he get tired, that's when Sebastian Fundora is going to go in and capitalize off of his laziness. You remember guys, the last thing that we talked about was, could Keith Thurman last long? What was his stamina going to be like? Remember, we talked about Keith Thurman's stamina. What is Keith Thurman's stamina going to look like? So that's one thing that I say that, it's what we're going to have to do. My boy DT says the game plan for a taller fighter should be to get inside. But when you get inside, that is true, bro. That is true. And I agree with you 110%. That is true. But when you got a guy like Sebastian Fundora who can dominate from inside the pocket as well, and then if you from the outside of the pocket, that's an advantage of him. So really, Sebastian Fundora has all the key advantages. Like, he can fight you from the outside. Sebastian Fundora can fight you from the inside. He can fight you from the outside, the inside. He can fight you. And he won't be too he won't feel some type of way that he won't feel some type of way neither. So I mean, man, we gotta see, man. We gotta see what happens, but I really do feel like the undercards is gonna be like poo cheese, and the big money is gonna be on this fight, man. This fight gonna be $80, man. God damn, $80. I see a lot of people talking about that fire stick, man, but we'll see what happens with me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna buy it. Because, I like both of the fighters. So, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to purchase it. Damn. $80 and no good ass undercard. That undercard is trash. I ain't going to lie. Now, this fight should be $39.99. I'm not going to lie. But I get it. You got Keith Thurman. So it's like, oh, Keith Thurman can. Like, I'm not going to lie. This last press conference was really trash. Did y'all watch it? I mean, I skimmed through it. You know what I'm saying? I skimmed through it and it was very, very poo cheese. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was very poo cheese, man. But anyway, though, but so I got a couple of topics here that we can break down about the fight, and then I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is gonna probably be like a little 30-minute show tonight. Those y'all that missed it, man, I had like a little procedure, so it's gotta be short tonight. Why are you getting on it? Cause I gotta talk to my boys, man. I gotta talk to my people. So Sebastian Fundora is 6'6". So these are some of my talking points that I written down for the channel, right? Sebastian Fundora, who is 6'6", unheard of for his division, right? It's unheard of. Sebastian Fundora is 6'6", tall and skinny. 6'6", tall and skinny. And when you look at him, you look like, man, I can hit him. He'll fall straight down. But in actuality, when people get in the ring with him, they start to panic and their heart begin to beat. Literally, their heart begin to beat, and then they get to overthinking it. So it's Keith Thurman. I'm looking at Keith Thurman when at the face-off, right? He's just looking up at this guy like, damn, this dude is really effing tall. I thought Keith Thurman was tall. But goddamn, Sebastian Fundora is tall. So we got a tall Sebastian Fundora who's going up against one-time Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman, when he get in the ring, is his heart going to beat? Is his heart going to beat? That's a question that we're going to have to ask. Is his heart going to beat? And is Keith Thurman going to utilize that ring so much that his stamina runs out. DT said, shit, not a real fight. It's not a real fight. I think this is two great opponents, DT. I disagree. I think these two are great opponents, and Sebastian Fundora is a. So, do you agree that Sebastian Fundora is a dog or not? Like, he's a dog. Keith Thurman is good. Yeah, you got past Brock Jarvis and all of that, but you got a taller task on your hand. You got a bigger task on your hand now. You know what I'm saying? So, what is going to ultimately be the outcome for Keith Thurman? Is he going to win? Is he going to lose? Is Sebastian Fundora going to get caught? Because Keith Thurman is looking to catch him on the chin and drop him. He's looking for a great body punch. Keith Thurman is looking for a great body punch. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, man, this is really like I'm like 60-40 in this fight, right? I got Keith Thurman 40%, Sebastian Fundora 60%, only because I've seen him be so dominant for his size. I see him be so dominant for him to go up against Keith Thurman. Like, we've seen Keith Thurman kind of struggle against Brock Jarvis, but then he got that and they dropped him. So that's just that, man. Keith Thurman is shorter, but far more experienced than Sebastian Fundora. So when they ask Sebastian Fundora questions like, you going up against your OG, is Keith Thurman is an OG. Yeah, I mean, he's just another champion that I fought, and I'm just just adding him to the resume. He's brushing it off as if Keith Thurman is just another opponent. So he's not worried about what Keith Thurman is going to bring to the ring. He's not worried about Keith Thurman and his ability to come in there and be as dominant. Like, Sebastian Fundora is looking in there like, yeah, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna walk him down. Like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna show him. Like, he's making fun, right? He think that he can hit me and beat me and all of that. Yeah, we seen what Brian Mendoza was able to do, and Keith Thurman has got the muscle, and he really do believes if he connect with on Sebastian Fundora chin a couple of times, he's going to get him out of there. But my question goes back to my first point. If Keith Thurman goes in there and utilizes that ring, how will his stamina come into play in the later rounds? You know, because you can run around the first couple of rounds, but you got to remember, while you're running around, you also getting hit. You also throwing punches. So that's a lot of energy that's going to be utilized as that fight go on. Question point one. Keith Thurman, stamina going to keep up. Inside fighting versus movement, right? That's what my boy DT says, right? So, and that was one of my talking points. Inside fighting versus the movement. My boy DT says, if you facing a taller fighter, your job is to get in the inside, which is one of my talking points. Fundora fights on the inside despite his height, risky style, while Keith Thurman uses his footwork and angles and his boxing IQ. Both of them have a tremendous boxing IQ, if you was to ask me, right? But Keith Thurman is the more seasoned veteran, right? And he's the more experienced. So when it comes to inside fighting versus the movement, I feel like Fundora can fight in the inside. Keith Thurman, you would think it should fight him in inside, but Keith Thurman is actually, to me, he's going to utilize his footwork. He's going to utilize his angles, and he's going to use his boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? My boy DT says, Fundora say he going for the KO. Hey. And I wouldn't, I would not unbelieve it. Like, I believe that Sebastian Fundora is possibly going for the KO. I believe it. Sebastian Fundora is a phenomenal fighter. So if he says he's going for the KO, then I believe Sebastian Fundora is going for the KO. I believe it. All right, moving along, right? The power and durability, right? So, man, my boy at DT is all over my notes tonight. No Diddy. I mean, we're thinking alike, right? He says Sebastian Fundora is going for the KO, right? Let's talk about the power and the durability, right? Goes back to point one about Keith Thurman's stamina. Sebastian Fundora able to fight inside and outside, right? All right, so Thurman has proven you with a punch, it only take one punch, whatever. Keith one-time Thurman, right? Fundora has been knocked out before, hence Brian Mendoza, where you hear Keith Thurman says, Brian Mendoza gave me the cheat code, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right? Talking about Sebastian Fundora possibly getting knocked down, right? So that's where Keith Thurman got in the sand and said, "Oh, Brian Mendoza gave me the cheat code, right?" And hence, I don't know if he gave him the cheat code, but I'm pretty sure if I've seen that you had this fight with Brian Mendoza and Keith Thurman being a fighter going for the championship, why would I not go and ask Brian Mendoza, "Hey man, what you think should happen?" And go back and watch the video footage. You know what I'm saying? Does activity, so my question to you guys tonight, does the activity beat the experience? That is the question of the night. Does the experience beat the activity, or does activity beat experience? That's the question. Sebastian Fundora is going to be active, right? But Keith Thurman has the experience. So to the chat, let me know right now, does the activity beat experience, or do you rely on experience versus the activity? You know what I mean? So you got Sebastian Fundora, who's going to be active, and then you got Keith Thurman, who has the experience, where they call him the OG. But Sebastian Fundora says he is not worried about the OG. He's not worried about the OG. He's not worried about it. He's just another guy that I'll be facing. He's just another prior champion that I'll be facing. I'm not worried about it. I've been in training. I've done my work. I've done the due diligence. I'm here now. Now let's get this fight started. Let's get this fight, All right. Ring rust factors for Thurman, right? Thurman has been inactive for long stretches of a time. His latest fight was with Brock Jarvis. Fundora is more active recently. So again, when it comes down to the ring rust factors in my notes, my question to you guys, does activity beat experience? Does activity beat the experience? No matter how active Sebastian Fundora might be, Keith Thurman has the experience. So does the experience come into the play, or does Sebastian Fundora activity overtakes Keith Thurman experience?
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
All right, we down to the keys to victory, right? Here is LD's keys to victory for Sebastian Fundora versus Keith one-time Thurman. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
Likeable Dialogue.
All right, Fundora wins if he pressures early. He got to put pressure on Keith Thurman early. He's going to have to slow Keith Thurman down for utilizing that ring. One thing Keith Thurman is going to do, I believe this fight, he's going to utilize that ring. So he's going to have to like cut him off, pivot him into a corner, swing, jab. That's what Sebastian Fundora is going to have to do. He's going to have to make it ugly in the inside. If Keith Thurman chooses to go in the inside, he's going to have to make it ugly in the inside because, as you notice, my boy DT says, if you're fighting taller fighters, the game plan for a taller fighter should get in the inside. So if Keith Thurman get in the inside, Sebastian Fundora is known for making it ugly, and he's going to have to make it ugly. He's going to have to make it ugly in order for him to survive. He's going to have to make it ugly for sure. He's going to have to make it ugly for sure. He's going to have to use volume and overwhelm Keith Thurman. He's going to have to activity versus the experience. He's going to have to overwhelm Keith Thurman's experience. He's going to have to overcome that and in order to win and keep pressure on Keith Thurman and keep Keith Thurman sort of kind of guessing and thinking that, damn, he ain't going down. Damn, he ain't going down. He's steady coming. He's going to have to utilize that ring and utilize his experience, right? So if Keith Thurman wins, he has to control the distance, right? So he's got to either move inside, move or fight from the outside, but control it where Sebastian Fundora throw a punch, he's moving around, hence experience. And times Fundora coming in. So like when Fundora coming in, he's gonna have to time him like Brian Mendoza did, and boom, hit him on that chin. And I believe if Keith Thurman is a big boy, he got a lot of muscles. I believe in the way he's been working on the punching bag and the way he's been working on different things, I feel like if Keith Thurman really does hit Sebastian Fundora on the chin or a nice body shot, he possibly goes down. That's what I really do believe. He says uses counters and avoid exchanges. That is what Keith Thurman is going to have to do. Keith Thurman is going to have to use counter punches and avoid the activity from Sebastian Fundora. He's going to have to avoid that activity. Sebastian Fundora, once he get his combos going, once he get the boom, 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 boom in the inside, and he's making it ugly, it can get real bad. It can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And Keith Thurman does not need that. Keith Thurman is going to have to stay on his P's and Q's and make this fight as decent as possible. Make it a boxing match rather than a fight match. Because one thing that people always complain about Sebastian Fundora is that he's a tall fighter. He should be fighting on the outside, shouldn't be fighting on the inside. Because man, that's the politics of boxing. Boxing, when you're in that ring, all the rules, yeah, they apply, but it's what's going down in real time and how are you feeling, and if you're dominating your opponent. And so if Keith Thurman allows Sebastian Fundora to be so active in the inside and he's not counter punching, then it could go to Fundora way. But if Keith Thurman counter punches and avoids some of the exchanges, then I believe he can win. Keith Thurman can possibly win that fight. My boy says, why does Jake Paul think he can knock out Inoue? I have no idea. He didn't do that shit to Anthony Joshua. And Inoue is who did he say? Inoue? No, that's Francis. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, Jake Paul can't knock him out, bro. He didn't do that shit to I said Inoue. I'm tripping. He ain't do that to Anthony Joshua. So why would he feel like he can do that to him? That's crazy. Yeah, Jake just trying to sell a fight, bro. All right, here's some of the facts that I can drop on you guys, right? Here's some of the jewels. Fundora is one of the tallest fighters, the tallest champions ever at 154. Thurman is a former unified welterweight champion. Thurman fought in elites like Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, but he never fought a tall guy like Sebastian Fundora. This will be Thurman's first time fighting a Sebastian Fundora, and he got a lot going on, bro. So I mean, those are just some of my topics, man, that I wanted to just run down real quick. Like I said, y'all had a procedure done on me yesterday, right? They had to put a camera down my throat and all that. You know what I'm saying? So my shit is still sore and it is burning. So tonight's show is a little short. I'm gonna try to come on again tomorrow, but I will be on Saturday for show. I just wanted to come show love to the channel, show love to you guys, show you that I'm still here with y'all, man. I just little minor setback for a major comeback with your boy, man. Oh, and then one thing, did y'all see that Gervonta Tank Davis was reinstated WBA champion? Now they're saying that his lawyer, oh shit, they said his lawyer submitted footage that proves Gervonta Davis is allegedly innocent. So we have to keep updated and to see if if there's going to be a footage, if there's going to be anything about Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, they're saying that he is now WBA and he is getting back his championship, and his lawyer submitted some videos that he is innocent. Man, you know what? I don't know. I don't know, but I know Keon Davis is a dog. Now, I know his brother Calvin Davis is not that good to me, but Keon is a dog. I think he is at 147. Keon Davis is 6'3", and he fights at 147. Yo, if Keon Davis come up and fights Sebastian Fundora, bro, I got Keon Davis. Keon Davis is nice. He nice, but the Kelvin Davis, Kelvin Davis is not that nice. He gonna get beat. I believe he gets beat. I think they having a fight in April. I don't know what date, but I believe Kelvin Davis get beat, but Keon Davis is a dog. If you do remember, at first they tried to say this is Gervonta Davis' little brother, but coming to find out he's really Keyshawn Davis' brother. He would never move up for Fundora. He would have to move up for Fundora. That's a real fight. Yo, I agree. If he moves up, you know what I'm saying, and then fight Sebastian Fundora, because Keon is 6'3". Fundora is 6'6". I think that's a good fight, bro. I think that would be a good fight. Honestly, I think that'd be a good fight. I'll be here for that fight. You know what I'm saying? At 154, Keon Davis move up, fight them. Yo, that'd be a good fight, man. But anyway, guys, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I just wanted to come show love, man. And remember, press that like button, press that subscribe button, and I'm your host, LD the Kid, and you tuning in to Likeable Dialogue. And remember, I'm only cutting the show short tonight because I ain't gonna lie, I'm having a little chest pain right now, so I'm gonna get up off of here, man, and then man, we're gonna be back tomorrow. So if y'all like the videos for the chat tonight, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be better tomorrow, hopefully, man. I had the procedure yesterday, so they said it'd take about 3 days for everything. But yeah, man. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. And but like I say, man, Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, I really, really do believe that Keith Thurman has a chance. However, Keith Thurman has a chance. Experience versus the activity. We got to see what type of stuff is he's going to bring to the ring, man. Shout out to my boy DT. NUA versus Nakataki confirmed May the 2nd. Ain't nobody go watch that. Ain't nobody go watch that. Ain't nobody go watch that. Who go watch that? May the 2nd, we're going to be watching David Benavidez. Ain't nobody going to be watching NUA at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, we're not watching that. We're watching Benavidez. Hey, I'm not impressed on NUA. You know what, DT? You know what I'm gonna do on my downtime? I'm gonna go watch about I'm gonna go watch a couple of NUA fights, bro. I just really feel like in America, you got to come over here and fight, and then you got to be tested. And I mean like by VADA. Because I don't know what if he's using a substance over there in Japan. I don't know if they tested him in Japan. I'm just not that big of a guy. What up, slide counter? What it do? Hit that subscribe button, brother. Hit that subscribe button, man. I don't know. I'm just not a big NUA fan, bro. Like, I just don't believe the hype. I just don't believe the hype around him. Like who like I seen what he did to Cool Boy Stealth. Like, but he got to give me a couple of more Schoolboy Stealth opponents. You know what I mean? Like, give me a couple of more good opponents, and then because like we said, like they say, Top Rank are good matchmakers. They're great matchmakers, right? Look at Brian Norman. Great matchmakers, not taking nothing from Brian Norman. He great matchmaking up until the point he went up against Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's no good, but I'm just saying, like, definitely one of the cleanest guys in boxing. I mean, I gotta see some more. I have to see more of NUA, bro. I have to see more of NUA. And once I see more of NUA, then I can give you that, bro. But I just got to see more. Like, cool, go up against another black fighter or another Hispanic fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me some more. I don't know. You got to give me more, bro. That's all I'm asking. Just give me more. And then we can see where that goes. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little bit more. Then we can see where it goes. But I'm not really too big on him for some particular reason. I'm just not too big on him. Man. But anyway, guys, man, I'm up out of here for tonight. Tune back in with us tomorrow. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm your host. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
To Likeable Dialogue.
My boy say, I ain't going to front. I picked Fulton to beat him, and he proved me wrong. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, he proved me wrong with Fulton. Like, I think a lot of people pick Cool Boy Steph to go over there and to demolish him, right? But, some of these people, man, like, they go over there, they overlook their opponent. So can we say that Cool Boy Steph really trained for him? Can we say that? I mean, because like, and then like me, like I'm overlooking him too. So I'm saying that, like, but as a fighter, some of these fighters, they overlook these opponents, man. So give me a rematch with Cool Boy Steph, or go give me somebody else to go up against him, and then I can judge him off of that. But let me go back and watch a couple of more of his fights, and then I'll have a topic on it for tomorrow, man. That's what I do. I'll have a topic on it tomorrow about it, man. Yeah, man. I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all up tomorrow, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Hey, slide counter, man. Hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on, brother. That way you know when we go live, man. Turn your notification bell on. I would love to see you come back, man, for sure. My boy say you might not know boxers know about him, for sure. Yo, hit that notification bell. DT, I know you like big on him, but I don't know, man. I'm just, I've watched him fight, but every time I guess I've had this same mindset about him. So this time I'm gonna go back and watch the fights, and I'm gonna watch every punch he throw. I'm gonna watch every counter he throws. I'm just going to, like, I'm gonna have a different mindset. Like, I'm about to put him on right now, and I'm gonna have a different mindset about NUA, and I'm gonna have an open mind, and I'm gonna say, okay, Okay, I see what DT is saying about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have an open mind. Like I'm about to go watch a couple of his fights, and I'm gonna have an open mind. An open mind. That's all I can say. I'm gonna have an open mind about him, bro. I'm gonna have an open mind about him. You know. All right, y'all. I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey guys, that part of the segment was called subscriber questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you guys. It's your boy LD, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
Press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue.
Hey man, make sure y'all following us on Instagram at Likeable Dialogue. It's going across the screen at the bottom. Make sure you following us on Twitter. Make sure you guys following us on TikTok, man. Support the channel, man, that's giving you guys the hottest topics, boxing topics, and etc. man. So make sure y'all follow us, man. Check us out, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn your notification bell on.